Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm with my buddy John, and we just saw Spider-Man Into the Spideyverse.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was interested when I first saw the trailer. I've never read any of the comic books, the Miles Morales or however you say his name, and they had a bunch of different ones he drew from. The only one I think of the alternative ones I read was Peter Porker, the Amazing Spider-Ham,
Yeah.
which he had to be debuted in '83, but they had like Spider-Man Noir and all this other stuff. I assume they're all comics. I know the What If Miles is, and I know it's like Kupo Digital, but I've never read any of those other than Peter Porker.
Yeah, and I watched it, and I was blown away. It's such an alive film, and it won like best animated film because they were talking about Black Panther being a superhero movie getting nominated for best. They didn't mention Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse getting nominated for best animated film, which it won. I remember how it said it should have won all the awards. It was really an amazing, very alive film.
Yeah,
I loved it.
They did a really great job with the story and how to bring them all together.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very interesting. I think they did a great job. Hopefully they'll do more like that. I think that's the hint that there's going to be more of them.
No, I love the animated style, and then how it gets it the way they did is like how you'd read in like a comic book, and it was really brilliant. And you know, you see like there's some scenes where they have like close to the hands and stuff, and you can see like the little dots.
Yeah, I've got
that you
that
have in
from like the old style.
Yeah, the old style comic book for that. That was really cool. Yeah, I remember that. You see, you look close, you see a little dots. Or if you used to have silly putty, you could put that, and you could copy like comic books. I remember in kindergarten, like someone had some silly putty with comic. Push it down into like the Sunday comics, and was doing it. I think Nancy and Sluggo or something like that. Shows how old this is. But I mean, it was. I loved it. It was brilliant. So live. Oh, it was wonderful.
I didn't know who they were. It's like they did a good job. Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Lily.
Yeah, and very restrained Nicolas Cage.
All these different people.
Yeah, and it revolves around a super collider, and it brings Kingpin's in it. And that's a really good representation of Kingpin in this one.
Right.
And it's also a very good human story too, and stuff like that. And,
yeah, and it's meant to. Well, it's geared at kids, but they wanted to. I was reading some of the trivia. It's like about how kids can be heroes and stuff.
Yeah.
How to. You're not alone.
Yeah.
There's others out there. Yeah. Other people.
And like, I thought it was pretty smart. Cause, I mean, I think it played in Tinseltown for a long time. But I mean, when it came out, it was wintertime. So sometimes as the weather's crappy, you wouldn't have been able to see it.
Yeah.
And and also the holidays and stuff like that. Cause we had other stuff. But the only bit of that I saw was at the end of them. They showed some of that. They showed a clip from that. And what was I gonna say? Damn. I can't remember. There's a great cameo by Stan, and then John said there's other cameos, but that's gonna be like Ready Player One, trying to pause everything, find out all the little bits.
Just a scene where you see a train, pause the train, and you'll see Stan Lee.
Oh wow, that's gonna be like, wow, that's gonna be like Ready Player One. All these different references and stuff like that. But I mean, it's really an amazing film.
So the artists wanted to do a tribute to Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, it was. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. And the color scheme, the colors are so well. I mean, I thought it was smart because I think some parents, maybe it played so long because some parents want to take their kids to a superhero movie, but they're not quite sure whether to take them to a PG-13 rated one, a live action one. Right. So they decided to take them to a animated PG rated one. But it's still pretty intense for PG. You know what I mean? It's really good. I mean, there's lots of stuff going on. And then they have the human story coming towards the side. I mean, it was really good. I loved it. I can't say I know it was like Penny Parker, like an anime version, and then Spider-Man, which was it was just amazing. I really enjoyed it. I know amazing Spider, and they had references to the Ralph Bakshi thing. Oh, and stay tuned towards the end because they have. Not a spoiler. They have spider bells instead of jingle bells because it came out at Christmas time, I think. And then they had like a clip of Ralph Bakshi's old-fashioned Spider-Man. And they made a reference to the Sam Raimi one, including the Spider-Man 3 when Spider-Man's going like this. Like, it was really funny. Yeah,
we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. It was great. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a fantastic film. It was really amazing. And
I thought it was spectacular.
Yeah, spectacular, amazing.
Amazing Spider-Man is spectacular.
Yeah. It was what I mean. They could do so much stuff. I think we just touch the surface. You know, as long as they have enough money to spend on to make these movies. Cause what, a $90 million budget? You said?
Yeah.
Wow. But it made it back to
like 400 or 500 million. So.
Yeah, that's still really good. Wish I could make that much. Well, I'd be with just a portion. I'd be having just a portion of that. So I guess.
I'd be happy with Scooby Snack.
Oh yeah, Scooby Snack. And it was, I really enjoyed it. John got it at Walmart. I guess it's available on DVD now, and it's really an amazing. And then we saw, not really spoil. They have like clips of that when they had farting in there. That was an extra on the. And then they had
I watched a couple of the extras.
Yeah, it was weird because it played a because John went because he had his computer hooked up to the TV now, and then all of a sudden it went and it played.
Yeah, it's weird. It seemed like it was jumping into the extras by itself. It was kind of weird. I don't know why it was doing that.
Yeah, because there's
so we watched your Peter Porker one.
Yeah, because there's
and then the Spider-Man 2099 thing. Yeah. So, but I know, like, I hate the only thing I don't like about the program on the computer uses is it doesn't always let you click with the mouse. It's like, why? It's a program for the computer, so let me use a mouse.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, you gotta click on this thing and click on that. No, just let me click exactly what I want to with the freaking mouse.
Yeah.
You're a computer program.
But I thought it was pretty cool they had Amazing Spider. I wonder if they showed that Amazing Spider-Ham cartoon at the beginning before. You know, sometimes they show like a little cartoon before a movie starts. I mean, some of Disney used to do it with, like, I remember seeing National Treasure Book of Secrets for my niece and nephew. They played like a goofy cartoon at the beginning.
Or
not a silly cartoon, but yeah. I wonder if that Peter Porker was played before the... It's possible, but it was really good too, and it's very silly. Well, I loved it. I mean, it really was a great film, Spider-Man. I like the references to Ralph Bakshi. I remember Canadian TV, we used to have rabbit ears in the 80s. And that's the first time I've seen the Ralph Bakshi ones from the 60s or something like that.
Yeah.
And they had those on Saturday morning. And then my friend, I'll never forget, in Fort Bragg, my friend Allman said, yeah, Ralph Bakshi does good stuff. He doesn't do those crappy old Spider-Man cartoons. And he did those. Because he just said, I don't believe you. And I said, yeah. I mean, and I showed him that thing, Ralph Bakshi animation. And then he said, and he was talking about movies, he was talking about Meryl Streep. You'll never see anyone like Roseanne Barr do a movie with Meryl Streep. Yeah, she did She-Devil, that was with Meryl Streep. Lousy movie, though. But I mean, I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah, then there was the Electric Company had that Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, that was good, too.
Action.
Yeah, I think that was my, well, no, my first introduction was the old Spider-Man TV show. Live action one when I was in the house in Albion. I remember that.
Yeah, I've seen the cartoons and then
I don't think I saw the cartoon. Yeah, they did a very like the one with the Yeti had to sit down on all the snow cones. That was a really strange one. That was Spider-Man, but I mean it was very subdued Spider-Man in that, but it was cool. So I guess that's it for me and my buddy John.
Brocca.
So I mean hearty 10 out of 10. Hearty har har 10 out of 10 for
Hardy har har.
Hardy ha ha. For Spider-Man.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Spider-Man into the Spideyverse. So until next time, buddy, please take care of my Legion. And hopefully my knee will get better.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay.